What's up, JEFusion fans? This is Philip, and welcome back to another video. My God, I haven't been talking about Kamen Rider Gotchard for like quite a while already, and episode 3. Oh my God! I not typically talking about love stories, and when it comes to romance plots, Kamen Rider isn't really the place to be. But considering Kamen Rider Gotchard episode 3, like, oh my god, it's just been done so perfectly. So, I'm not going to spoil much about uh, the episode, but I am going to talk about, like, kind of the main plot of today's episode. So, guess a bit of a spoiler there, but there are some scenes that you gotta watch for yourselves because, my god, it's been one of, I don't know, like, for me personally, it's like a very entertaining episode. Like, I was hooked. I was so hooked. Like, oh my gosh, like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Like, I was like that for the whole episode, and like, I was giggling like a little. Uh, but anyways, let's talk about episode 30, shall we? So basically, what happens is, it's the start of a new school term, and there's a new student in class. So the name of the character is Seinatsukumo. Interesting thing about Seinatsukumo, so she is played by Kanon Matsuzawa. So Kanon Matsuzawa appeared in Kamen Rider 5's 20th anniversary movie as the Quina Orphanok, or Water Rail Orphanok. So basically, she's a new character. She's one of, I guess, the good Orphanoks who actually was working with Naoya Kaido, aka the Snake Orphanok. So yeah, it's actually nice that they added her into the cast, and she is a transfer student, but apparently she's Hotaro's childhood friend. So I guess we could assume that she moved away for some time, and then just came back, and now she's in the same class as Hotaro. And she immediately recognizes him, and considering that she is very pretty, and yeah, everybody wouldn't think of someone like her being, such being very close to Hotaro. Well, it was quite a shocker. But in terms of like shocked students in the class, oh, none would be more shocked than Dina herself. You know, like, this is like, I never realized that I would live for this kind of situation. To be completely honest with you guys, like, uh, like, everybody knows, like, even in their class, like, everybody knows that Dina and Hotaro have been hanging out like a lot. Like, it's just basically like the two of them. I mean, sure, there's Kajiki from time to time, but like, everybody knows that Kajiki is technically Hotaro's best friend, but like, recently it's been Rinne all the way. So imagine the look on Rinne's face when Seina starts holding Hotaro's hand. Like, you can see the smile on Dina's face, like, just like slowly but surely fades away. Like, I feel the pain from the screen. Like, even the still shots that were posted on Twitter as kind of teasers for episode 30, like, oh my goodness, I can actually feel that pain. Even though, yeah, like, Rinne is just so hurt. Like, you know how it's gonna go. Like, Like, to to be fair, like even Nina isn't really sure what she's feeling like towards Hotaro. She's not sure about it yet, but she sure is like she's sure as hell that she's hurting inside just seeing Hotaro with someone else. And what's interesting is that Sena actually confronts Rine about their relationship with Hotaro, but she denies it. Like, uh, Sena is actually quite perceptive about, Rine, like seeing that, well, they do have the matching rings, although we know as the viewers that they are rings that came from the alchemy school, but because it's actually secret, you know, only Rine and Hotaro are the students in their school, their actual school, not the alchemist school, uh, that have those matching rings. And even the other students in the class have told Sena that they are together basically all the time. So she decides to confront Rine. Rine denies the allegations, and so like Sena just straight up says, "So it means I'm free to have Hotaro all for myself." Then, so like, my goodness, like, so it's very very obvious that uh, you know Sena does have something for Hotaro. She likes Hotaro, but Rinne isn't sure about what she feels yet. Like, although we can see it, Rinne, you know you need Hotaro in your life. I mean, looking at all their experiences so far, like everything that Hotaro and Dina have been gone through, like all their hardships, all the battles that they've gone through, like Hotaro was the person that helped Dina open up and become a more cheerful person. Like we uh, we initially saw Rin as like a complete by the book, by the rules, like straight face, like no nonsense person. Like she hated she hated Hotaro. Like uh like she calls him a poem, but like Hotaro is she sees Hotaro as someone living in a fantasy, but you know after Hotaro becomes an alchemist and they've gone on chemi hunts together, fighting the fates, or the underworld sisters, fighting Grion, and all those battles that they have gone through together. Of course we can see them gradually becoming closer and closer. I mean, things are starting to get spicy. So yeah, I really really like the direction that this episode went. Personally, I mean, I couldn't believe that I'd be a sucker for this kind of stuff. Yeah, and I'm really excited to see episode 13 and like how it's going to turn out. Like, is Rine going to actually admit to herself that she does like Hotaro? I mean, you know, uh, it's it's not necessary for them to end up together, but considering there's teen drama involved, like considering like teenagers, of course, like it's just normal for teenagers to discover, having feelings towards someone, whether you know, like whether they're with the opposite gender, or even with the same genders, but like discovering that you have romantic feelings is very typical for people of that age range. And I guess the last time that we saw this kind of trope was way back in Kamen Rider Forze. Um, well, uh, Gentaro had, Nadeshiko and Ryusei and Tomoko kind of thing. Although there's also, there's also Miyu and Shun. I guess the least explored relationship when it comes to that regard would be Kingo and uh, I forgot what's the name again? I forgot. Like ah Yuki, there we go. So basically, like everyone in Forze at least had a romantic partner. I guess the only one who's actually left out is Jake. So, but other than that, like they did explore like teen romances in Kamen Rider Forze. So, we're doing that again with Kamen Rider Gotchard. So, I mean, the show is about chemistry and Hotaro and Rinne having their bit of chemistry, if you know what I mean. So it's really kind of exciting, at least for me, to see like having them explore that kind of stuff. Like I mean, it's natural. Again, it's nothing bad. I mean, there's still a lot of action involved in today's episode, surely, but it's nice to see. It's just something nice to see. I really like what they did today. So actually, because of all the feels that Gotchard gave me for this episode, I think this is the first time I'm gonna give Gotchard a 5 out of 5. It like in terms of like an actual episode review, like it just got me so hooked on the character relationships today. And I guess there's actually a scene early on in the episode, and you kind of get like a Don Brothers cameo today. Yeah, Don Brothers cameo. So, who appeared in today's Gotchard episode? Like, the Don Brothers. Yeah, and yes, they are Don Brothers actors, and they do kind of like a bit, a comedic bit. But who are they? So you gotta see it for yourself. It was just amazing. So I guess that just adds a bit more flavor to this episode. So yeah, today's Gotchard episode 30 is a 5 out of 5 for me at least. I mean, sure. I mean, probably romance stories are not the thing that you probably would look for in a Kamen Rider show, but it's just done so well today. What can I say? So yeah, that's all I gotta say for Kamen Rider Gotchard episode 30. So yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, please do leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JEFusion. This has been Philip, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.